Hello and welcome to Cookies Fishing Capers, and this week, yes, I'm having a whole week's fishing. My wife and I are having a well-earned break, and I'm here at Rural Roosts in Lincolnshire. I'm doing some experimenting this week, so I'm going to be fishing with, yes, homemade boilies, chickpea boilie. Yeah, you heard it yourself. I'm playing around. Whether I catch or not is going to be interesting. I'm also, of course, fishing with my chickpeas. I'm changing colours and all sorts at the moment, experimenting, especially as we're getting towards the winter period now. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. So, I'm going to get straight into it and catch up with a bet. Yes, don't laugh. I have hand-rolled every single boilie. Should we call these cookies fishing conkers? Because that's what they look like. All different shapes and sizes. And I am looking to see if I can catch one of those elusive carp on those homemade boilies. Yes, that is one of the chickpea ones, flavoured in garlic with a few freebies. So let's get on with it. See you in a bit. And so here are my chickpeas. So it's going to be chickpeas versus Cookies conkers, should we say, because that's what they look like, don't they? Those boilies. But yeah, just usual way, nothing smart, nothing snazzy. Just going to fish this one down the inside here of the margin, just to the right of me. Well, the left-hand rod with the chickpeas just gone off, and it doesn't look like a bad common. Not a bad start at all. So just to fill some gaps in for you, I moved the chickpea rod from the right in front of this platform to my left, because I firmly believe that's where they feed the fish with pellets and things like that, especially over the winter. Anyway, the chickpea rod's done it. Nice common. I'd say he could even be 14 pounds. I'd say about 12 to 14 pounds. I'm not going to weigh him. What a great start. Just to show you the example of the sort of things I'm doing. If I remember rightly, yeah, that's definitely a garlic one I've done. As you can see. In fact, no, that was Indian, like an Indian spice I've used on that one. This one was garlic. This was definitely the chickpea ones, if you can see that. I've got to be honest with you, I was designing a lot of these around barbel fishing. And I was aiming to get on the river this weekend. I had a look down there and it was absolutely gushing through in Shrewsbury. Just on that note, I have actually ordered a permit for the Shrewsbury Town Council. I've got some good waters on there. Sydney Avenue, Monmore. There's a few nice places really in Shrewsbury to fish, so I am going to be endeavouring to get down there very soon. But of course, I'm here for a week, and I've even gone into green colours now. Yeah, that one, that's garlic. But yeah, I'll let you know. It'd be interesting to see if I do catch on these. I'm going to try my very best. And yeah, hopefully next time I see you, before it goes dark, I hope, on with another carp. Catch you in a bit. I think that's the world's smallest carp in here. But yeah, chickpea, 2-0 to the chickpea at the moment, but I've got to say that's hilarious. Anyway, come back to you in a bit. So, day 2. And there you go, chickpeas are in. Second rod, there we go. Big lump of PVA. So, it has been a very tough day for me today. But my left hand rod's gone with the chickpea. And he's only small, but I'll take him. There we go. There we go. So there we have it. I'd say no more than £4 or £5, if that. But on a day where I'm not catching, I'll take it all day and night. So this one's a bit bigger. It's on the chickpea rig again. There you go. I'd say about 11 or 12 pounds. Not blanked. Day 2. So that's 4-0 to the chickpea. I've started to use my orange zest boilies. Just ignore that for a minute, I'll just pull that apart. There we go. Smells lovely. It actually smells like Terry's orange. My left hand rod is just had a liner there, as you probably heard. My left hand rod is just towards those reeds on the left hand side, probably about 10 to 15 yards out, if that. That's having a lot of activity over there. And as you just saw, the rod to the right is probably about 15 yards out, if that. I'm not planning to go far out really, because with the wind coming in this direction, I do firmly think there's going to be a lot of fish in this area. They're going to follow that warm wind. It's probably going to be about 16 degrees today, which in October is unheard of, isn't it? Just a small one. Big counts, that's on the chickpea rod. There we go. He's not going to break a record, is he? Although I have to say, he's a lovely, I'll tell you what, he's going to get a biggie. You can tell he's got some serious, he's thick set for a small carp. He's obviously very greedy, aren't you, mate? My citrus boilie is produced. Fish is slightly bigger, but I can't even call it £4, can I? But a fish is a fish, as they say, and hopefully we'll start getting to something a bit bigger. I'm feeling confident because that warm wind is right on me now. Well, it looks like it's going to be 6-1 to the chickpea. The left hand rod is just tore off. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'd say he's around about 12-13 pounds, nothing more. But yeah, just ripped off. My right hand rod's just had a divil as well with the boilie. I wonder, what should we say, Terry's orange flavoured boilies have done the trick. So I'll make that, I suppose, with the small one 6-3 to the chickpeas, but this mirror ain't bad. Just have a look at him. So he's got to be around about 14 to 15 pounds. I'd say 14. I won't bother weighing it, but yeah, very, very, very happy with that. I've got to medicate him a bit. So it's the morning, and you can tell there it's 25 to 8 in the morning. Got TV on, and it's the day of Storm Barbette, I think it is. Pretty horrific out there, so I'm going to give it a go and see how I get on. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick it out continually, but this is definitely the best weather conditions to fish in. Sorry for shaky hand stuff, but I'm going to give it my best. I've got my waterproofs with me, and the battle commence. Well, I'm here, I've made it. Storm Babette, or Barbette, or Barbette, whatever it's called, is here. And I've sat myself at the back of the wind, with the wind going over my head, straight in front of me. So it's only me on the pool, and I'm not surprised because the conditions are pretty horrific, but these are the conditions I normally love because it's low pressure, that water's clouding up from all that water smashing there, it's producing all the food in my opinion. So I'm hoping that fortune will favour the brave. Now my first rig I've just put together on a Ronnie rig, and I've used my garlic chickpea boilie, and I've just cut it down with a white pop-up. And likewise at this stage what I'm going to do is, there's my chickpea, I've put a little pop-up on the front of that. Nothing outrageous, as you can see, just some braid with a pop-up there on it, and one of my chickpeas. That one curry flavoured. Anyway, I'm going to pound that one just out where around that is. I think my plan of action will be is I'll get a bucket of pellets and I'm going to feed that line. I'm going to use the buoy on the opposite side as my marker. Well, yeah folks, I've moved, and the reason for it is simple. I'm on the end of this wind, I'm in this corner area, and I'm fishing probably about 3 rod lengths out. Why I've done it is simple. I was sitting over the opposite bank and I could see fish topping in this area right at the end of this wind. I just thought to myself, yeah, it's going to be tricky to film, so I don't want to get my kit all wet, but we are here to catch fish at the end of the day. So with 5 minutes in, I've put my left hand rod with my homemade boilie. I think this one, if I remember rightly, is one of the red ones, so that's the orange one. And then the right hand rod, I've just got one single chickpea on it, just on braid, nothing out the ordinary. And yeah, I don't know how much of it I can handle, because this storm is a proper bruiser. Probably the best looking carp I've ever caught. It's got beautiful markings on this mirror carp. It's got a bit of a ghosty in it as well. That has gone off on the chickpea rod, and look at that. What a beautiful pristine carp. Storm is well and truly in play now, and that mirror carp was actually caught on a artificial homemade boilie of mine. This was the garlic made with the chickpea powder, and yeah, that's what done the trick. I thought it was a chickpea rod, but it wasn't. That's still out there. So I think it's 6-4 or 7-4, it's something like that anyway. I know the chickpea's just about winning it. Well, it's one to the chickpea, as you can tell. Storm Babet, or Beaver, whatever it's called, is still carrying on, but I don't mind as long as I keep catching. I'm going to give that 11 or 12 pound, put it straight back, and let's see how many more we can get. We'll crack on. See you in a bit. No cap on. I've changed my jacket. I've got another coat in the car. Thankfully, that's just behind me. Yeah, so you'll probably see me another coat a bit later on, but you've got to prepare for this. I knew it was going to be a rough day anyway, but I also thought we could have some fun today. So what time is it now? I think it's, yeah, so it's only 11:15. I've been here a couple of hours now, but on this peg I've probably been here 45 minutes and had 2 carp, which just goes to what I said to you earlier on, is you've got to move sometimes. You've got to be on where the fish are. At the end of the day, we all come to catch. I know some of you think you're crazy, which, yeah, I suppose I am, but I just love catching fish. It's just what I enjoy. Well, what I've noticed is the better carp, or the better size fish, seem to be coming up on the homemade boilies, because this one's on the garlic again. The fish, it's an absolute beauty. It's another mirror carp. And yeah, oh goodness me, yes, there you go, on the boilie, homemade garlic. Well, it's that's the chickpea boilie. I'll put him back because he's a bit lively. Yeah, okay, catch him in a bit. Well, it's definitely the chickpea it's winning, and this one's a bigger fish and lovely. I'll tell you what, like Mirror Corner, I'd nickname this peg. What a fish! Oh, look at that! What a beautiful fish. I'd say about 12-13 pounds. My right hand rod again ripped off, probably no more than a metre out from the side, and it's gone through the snag. Luckily the fish has got away, but I lost it obviously. And so yeah, a bit gutted on that one, because it felt a decent fish actually. It tore off, but when I was holding it, it just felt a bit chunky. I've got to look a right mess, don't I? But I don't care, it's keeping me dryish. As I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be putting up with this, because it is, I am starting to get damp through now, even with all my kit on them. So, I'm back after that storm yesterday, and I've got here this afternoon. It's probably around about 2:30 now. The reason for it is, with all that rain yesterday, it's pretty precarious around here. My wife and I went to go to the pub and get some shopping in last night. Couldn't leave. All the exits around here were flooded, so it was a night in the lodge. And yeah, now the good news is today we've been down, and the one exit is well and truly game over. You can't get to the tackle shop from here. That road's completely submerged, but the good news for us is the 2 exits to go out of Lincoln, out of this site, are clear. So we did a bit of shopping this morning. That's why I'm late this afternoon. So I'm only going to do a few hours, because we're going to the pub and probably watch the football tonight, some of the Premier League. And yeah, so I'm just going to fish margins just the same. I'm on a different end of the lake this time. I'm probably about right down the other end to where I was yesterday. I'll show you exactly where I am in a minute, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll catch something before it goes dark. See you in a bit. It's another one to the chickpea. I'd say about £10. Let's put him back and see if we can get another one. See you in a bit. It's 1-1 this afternoon. This one was on the red boilie, flavoured in the orange flavour. There's a common. I'd say he's about £8, nothing more. Just caught behind me near the stumps. I'll show you where I caught that. Just put some pellet around it and PVA mesh with my red boilies next to it, and away it went. 1-1 this afternoon. Got probably about an hour left before dark. I'll put him straight back. One to the boilie rod. Wow. does feel half decent. Hard to tell, but just looking at the boil on the water, looks half decent, this fish. That red orange flavoured homemade boilie. He's not finished. Oh, still got the charge on. Steady. Here we go. And go towards my left hand rod where my chickpea is. May not be as decent as I thought. Maybe not. I didn't see him. But no, actually I'm feeling him now and he don't feel quite as big as I thought, but I don't know. You never quite tell until you get near the bank. Ugh. Yeah, I think I just caught a glimpse of him then. Not massive, but he's nice. Nice mirror, another mirror. There he is. Come on. Come on. There we go. Another scaly. I'll take that all day and night. There you go. I'd say 11, 12 pounds. But fabulous markings on these mirror carp. Oh, chickpea rod just had a little blip. Could it try and make it 3-2? I'm going to put this one back. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so there's two situations going to happen today. I'm only fishing up to lunchtime. As I say, I'm going to go on the lodge pool later this afternoon. I'm having my dinner. Anyway, we'll get back to the point of fishing. So this is the rig. There's the braid. There's one of those sort of twister hooks with my cut off Terry's orange chocolate boilies that I've made. I've chopped down and I've put like a pink sort of topper there on there. That was the one that was seemed to be doing all the damage on that right hand side. Now what I've done is I've fed that area with chickpeas and pellet earlier on. I've put about 3-4 scoops of it all around that post, and that's going to be the rod with my boilies on today. And then I'll come back to you and what I'm going to do with my other rod, and it will be literally two corners. There's two posts on that side for the chickpea. Anyway, I'll come back to you in a bit. Fishing close to 2 snags. My rods are, should we say, very tight. I'll show you exactly what I mean in a moment. I I want as much resistance as I can get, because what I don't want them doing is travelling between those two posts on either side and getting snagged up. It's not fair on the fish. I have loosened the rubbers off a little bit, so if anything did happen, that the lead will come free. I don't want that to happen ideally, but the welfare of fish is number one to me. So that's why the rods are as tight as can be. Well, the left hand rod has just gone off with this lovely common carp. It's absolutely tore off. I'm going to go 12-13 pounds on the chickpea. 1-0 to the chickpea. Well, there you go. Bit of an abrupt ending, unfortunately. So I just to fill some gaps in, I had that carp, as you know, on the chickpea rod. It went quiet, to be honest, for about an hour or two, and I just thought, you know what, it's the last day, I'd rather head back to the lodge pool. So I did. I had an hour or so on the lodge pool. I didn't catch. Thought, right, time for a bite to eat and a relax in the hot tub, and that's exactly what I did. Headed off back home. Nice journey back home the next day, back to Shrewsbury, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video too. I will be posting another video soon. I'm going to be heading off to Baden Hall on the dam pool. Chickpeas, armed with my chickpeas and homemade boilies. So I hope you stay tuned. And I hope you like this video to the point where you will hit the like button. And if you want to watch more, smash at the subscribe. Thanks for watching.